Well, I think it has accelerated from a technician standpoint, and we're slowly moving the needle within high schools and younger students because everything is STEM based. And when people think STEM, they think engineering and being like just a different level. And I think there's more awareness to what the technician roles have. When I say that, there is so much more work to do from that standpoint of understanding that there's an opportunity. And I think that's where we work really hard to bring more awareness to high schools, to, I mean, honestly, at trade schools, you're too late to impact specifically women, but awareness of the industry. And I think we are seeing more kids going towards those things, but I don't have data to back that up, but that's just kind of my gut and who I've spoken to. But I think that we are starting to see more. I mean, 20 years ago, would you ever see a female technician? I mean, very,
No,
very rare.
no,
So I
no.
think that's different, but I also am seeing more leadership being women. So the service managers, service directors for fixed ops directors, I connect with a ton of them over LinkedIn. And literally every single time if we're talking, I'm like, I love seeing a woman in the industry, like a female in there, because that is important to call that out and say, like, you've
Yeah.
gone over a lot of hurdles to get there. And like, I see you. And it's not always competition because I don't know. Charity, you can probably kind of back me up on this of what, like, sometimes women feel like another one's kind of attacking and not supportive. And it's like, you got to support the women in automotive. When you see one, like, you got to boast them up because it was hard to get to where they're at.
That's true. And that brings me to my next question where, women who are entering the trades or into the automotive industry, what do you think that they could do better to get to their career heights that they're trying to get to?
So I was on a panel last month and we talked a little bit about this. And someone suggested, like, just ignore things, like ignore the passive comments, ignore what's going on, just roll with it. Well, this is called what the F, so I can say it, like, bullshit. Like, don't I had to think if I was allowed to swear or not.
You can.
No, do not back down. You need to stand your ground and be proud of what you're doing. That is scary. So as I say that, I also would recommend if a technician is looking to go in this and choose a shop, you have to ask specific questions and put that service manager on the spot and say, how are you planning to support me as a female, because you don't have any right now? Are you going to back me up to make sure I am treated with respect, because that's a concern I have. Most shops do not have locker rooms for females. What is that expectation going to look like for me? And not that I want you to build me a brand new locker room, but also, how is this going to operate? Because I would love to work here, but I also need to make sure that you have my back, because that's, I think, an
Oh,
important aspect. And that it's intimidating for me to walk into a service center still. I am still intimidated to be able to do that because I question myself. Do I know enough? Am I confident enough in that? Even standing in front of you guys at the STL event, I was like, okay, I better know my stuff because I am presenting, I am telling them, and I'm supposed to be the expert. So I think building the confidence is huge, especially as a service manager when hiring a female.
Hello everyone. I wanted to tell you about a workshop we're holding at NADA 2023. We're covering how EV adoption rates will impact fixed operations in the future. We'll show you real and meaningful data that might just put you at ease. Or maybe not, you'll have to come see. Come join us at our workshop, How Electric Vehicles Will Change Fixed Operations. We'll see you there.